Hey, here's a comment that filled me with rage. Someone said, "I love how in your videos the parents are always to blame. No personal accountability for the newer generation." Okay, so let me tell you why this infuriates me. I'm not saying this guy is this type of parent, but there are parents out there that treat their kids like a burden, that teach them, even unintentionally, that they need to earn love. They lash out at them with rage. They manipulate or control them. They aren't a safe place for them, or they just flat out neglect them. And the kid starts to believe that what they're experiencing, emotional or physical or psychological abuse, is what love is supposed to feel like. And I don't know if you know this about kids, but when they have a parent or caregiver that consistently reinforces the idea with their words or actions or neglect that the kid is the problem, the kid is the reason for their anger or addiction, the kid doesn't deserve affection or attention. Kids don't know enough to say, "Man, my parents are bad parents." No, instead they say what some of you have said. "Man, I must be really bad since they treat me this way." So please don't pretend that our first relationship with our caregivers doesn't play a role in our future relationships, because so often it's because it's all connected. That's the birthplace of your self-hate. That's where your self-worth was first stepped on. That's where you were told you're not worthy of love. That's where it all began. Your childhood was a classroom, and you were learning things whether you realized it or not. You were learning whether it's safe to have feelings and needs. You were learning whether or not you were going to be punished for being vulnerable and opening up. You were learning whether you deserve respect or if it's safe to set boundaries. All of that impacts your future relationships. It can't not. So yes, it infuriates me when someone like this guy thinks we're blaming parents by simply exploring the patterns of behaviors and mindsets that were ingrained in us from the beginning of our life. And of course, we shouldn't blame someone else for our actions in the present. We have to own those. But the only way to fully own it is to fully understand it. And the first step in doing that is understanding the why behind the action. And so often our childhood played some sort of role in our subconscious fears, didn't they? We might not even be aware of them. That doesn't mean we're justified to continue that behavior, but it's like pulling weeds. If you don't get to the root, the problem just comes right back, doesn't it? So let's dare to explore. Let's take accountability, let's heal, let's grow and mature, and have the courage to try something new. I, for one, am very proud of you who are on that healing journey.